Hi everyone, this is Mary Anthony again for Dhruva News, and today we have Professor Sanjay Rao, and we'll be discussing about the new futuristic technology that has taken over India, Tesla. Tesla has landed in India, and we are really wondering how this company will change the dynamic of the automobile industry in India, and will India sustain to this new kind of growth in technology? So, Professor, tell me, how are we going to cope up with this new thing that has come? Like abroad, it's very easy, but our roads and all, you know how it is.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
how are we Indians going to cope up with Tesla?
So there are a lot of verticals into it because India is a very huge populated country with diverse populations, with different diagonal peoples, with have passionate into different diversification into cities to cities. So sometimes some peoples outside of Asian countries, they told us that it is one of the most polluted city India have. But yes, we are growing in populations and we are still working on environment parts and all. So regarding the today topic is Tesla, say interventions in India. So yes, there is for electric mobile vehicle is very necessity to not to for making this world healthier, but also to protect the environment and protect the forest. So, as per my sense, I have heard one of the debates from the government that they will produce more than 200 million CV for 2030. So it's a very good thought process. So Tesla have their own avenues. It integrated technology along with the renewable spaces. So for India market penetration, yes, from my sense as a technologist, I'm saying it's a very good initiatives in the technical space. But regarding, as you know, that the pricings of the product, because Tesla will be not making a manufacturing unit in India, it will be directly exporting the product to India. So maybe I expect that the cost more than 45,000 USD, more than 45,000 GST. If any, it's also exclude or include tax deduction as per the policies. So here, the future of Tesla obviously will be creating a new avenue because in India, some decade, not a full decade, but within 5 to 7 years, you see the market of Ola and other people they have changed the create perception of logistics market. So here in India, from my sense, is that we are still to creating the infrastructures for the EV stations, and especially they are trying to cope up morely on the two-wheeler parts, and gradually when all the infrastructures for like charging stations and all the things will be well up, then they can produce more things. So one more point I just want to add that Tesla is a brand. It has their own legacy, policies, and innovations. But here India is fully you can occupied with peoples who have a lot of brains who can use optimize the cost and create innovative products. So it's an inspiration for EV entrepreneurs and for the supply chains, the startups, and all the initiative that they can, if they can make a hybrid models, and they can create something, some super logic way, so that the infrastructures inclusions along with the reduction cost of the manufacturing, if they can mess up, then obviously there will be a long you can avenues for this thing in India.
Right. Like as you said, Professor, that Tesla is already a big brand abroad. and we Indians, we'll have to pay a lot of price for this product that is
Correct.
coming in. So I have read in
Correct.
news that already Arvind Automobile, which was a previous brand in
Mhm, mhm,
automobile,
mhm,
they are planning to
mhm,
do a
mhm,
startup kind of a thing and create
mhm.
electric vehicles in regards to the Tesla automobile. So do you think we can sustain that? I mean, are we?
There are, yes, from my sense, yes. Why? Because especially if you go to metros, tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3 cities, lots of peoples nowadays, even if they're try to before pandemic, the situation of thought process of peoples are different. But nowadays people make that how we can make our family and family member, their health and livings for the futures happily.
Hmm,
So they're directly connected emotionally with the environment and the pollution freeness. So yes, the penetration, if the costing fact and if the availability of charging spaces will be like will be in the same table, then there will be a lot of revenue for that. Because if you have learned that when there was no Ola, there was no
hmm.
service still in India, but they create a optimization including cost and services that so that it create a like a models in India.
Yeah, right.
That's so I pretty sure that it will be success in spaces.
So as you said that this is the future, you have already written a lot of books regarding the future of automobile industry. So what are your predictions? Like how is the world going to cope up now since environmental changes and all this, they are taking a lot of regard to, sustaining the natural resources and all. So how do you think it will be in the future? Let's say 5 years from now or maybe 10 years from now, according to your prediction.
So I have a book on the future automobiles. So here I integrated not only for the automobile part but also infrastructure part for the automobiles. So my intents for this technology is that yes, we can create automobiles, but what about the energies? Okay, how to sustain like charging these units? If you can say in India, okay, if I manufacture a car who gives like 50 or 60 kilometer per 1 hour charging, then
Hmm.
after that if I reach a distance space, if I don't have any charging stations or infra, then how can I reliable on that? Okay, because you know that all this charging mechanism is exist into the battery, because battery is the main component of the EV part, and we don't have a much larger industry of the batteries.
Hmm.
So I was thinking that there will be moving charging stations
Hmm.
and drones, because it is one of my visions, and we are planning with some of the projects. So why not we float this charging stations to the sky like drones? Okay,
Hmm.
small units. Drones can be like floatable through the solar power and wind power. Okay,
Hmm.
and if like if I order a food product nowadays through Swiggy, okay, a person come to my house place and give me the food to us. So so why not we make these star stations to movable to any spaces? Okay, if I need a charges through the smartphone gadgets, IoT devices, why not if I need 2 hour charges, I book these charges and I teach it to the server, then server click it to the drones, and through drones I can charge. We can do these systems. We can't build like 1 lakh stations within 10 years or 20 years. If we can do this way, okay. Second thing is that if we can make a profitable initiatives to the peoples, like if you are going through a city, if we make some startups or entrepreneur to create a public private partnership charging stations, movable charging stations, so it also create a revenues between peoples and to the government, also creating a infrastructure to this. So in especially future automobiles, there are a lot of spaces, because yes, technology is increasing, but what about your infrastructures? So in space of Indian context, I'm saying, so there are a lot of things need to be changed in the infrastructure before technology changes. So because I aspect in my books, I have written that there will be the movable charging stations, there will be there will be flying cars. Yes, they are still in test, but there will be flying cars, and these cars can be movable to any like in the dimension of earth, space, and earth, sky, and water. and also it's like emotion centric. It should be emotion centric, because Tesla, you know that driverless car, if a technology who don't know about the emotion of the people, then how it can be used to save the people. Okay, so there should be a lot of intervention of NLP into it, so that the technology can really suit what my passenger need to be like. I'm just giving an example. If I am traveling to my mom's place, if I in a driverless car, but I have something urgent, but I am not able to decide whether go to come back to on that place or going to my mother place. So I need a suggestion of my friends, or I need to call my friend or something else. But if the technology also help me out and drive me to my decisions like a friend, then people love to adapt it, and people are also loving to adapt the technology. So in this way, in India, people love to see technologies, but what about the infrastructures? So if you have infrastructures, then technology will be evolving more and more. So that is my perception for India. But for the future perception of world is very large, which I have written in the book. That is the movable power stations, emotions connecting vehicles. It's not like driverless vehicle, emotion connecting vehicles, and the vehicles are like as I have told. If you remember, I have interacted in our last interaction. I have told technologies. So there are a lot of materials nowadays which need to be like damage free. It is very strong. Okay, so we can use more safeguard materials. We can use more dent free materials. So we can use more sustaining things to the car. It's not like a device. It's like a house. You are moving one place to other place. So we can do that in the future.
Yeah, right. I mean, all this sounds very exciting, but then I have two questions. Like,
Yeah.
will petrol get depleted in the future? And as you say that electricity is really good, it's good for the environment, everything, but then doesn't it use water? So then I think a new problem will arise, which is like water scarcity or something like that because of too much of technology.
Yeah. So here, with couple of years ago, people are testing a lot of thing on hydrogen spheres to creating energies. Okay, but as you know that the problem is that whole of the world, they have concrete space in their in the front of the earth reliable, and one drop of the rainwater or something else which need to go to the interior corner of the earth, it takes 6 month times. Okay, so you know that how how much scarcity of water in the future will be arises. But
Yeah.
I yeah, so it's not I am not saying that it's very one of the initiative, but it's not intelligent. We can use, or we can told people to use this water in future for the vehicles.
Mm,
So because it is one of the energy supplement for the humans. It's not
mm,
for the technology. It's for us.
yeah.
So we
Right.
have to preserve it.
Mm,
So there are a lot of technologies that why not we can use some of chemical compositions,
mm,
so that we can get a much number of energy. Like world is producing high number of carbon dioxide.
mm,
So how to disaggregate from carbon dioxide, we can create energies from that, from industries, I'm saying. And second thing is that one of my colleagues, he is doing experiment on one of the material called mercury
mm,
with hydrogen. Okay, but here there is no much of number of hydrogen like water resources is required, but it will be giving you a amount of energy time to time. It's not like limit ice. Okay, so we can avoid, because as you know that people nowadays thinking that only this petrols or like solars or wind energies, these are the energies. It's not. We have a different supplement also. So like I have told I was in my books also, I have written that there are tidal energy also we can use. So the world have make different landscapes of energies for peoples. So there are a lot of avenues. So but people, they have thinking that when petrol will be finished, then we can use hydrogens or something, because nuclear is very like weaponetic things. So it not advisable by even if different governments to making much more energies from that. Okay, so people are going alternative sources, but alternative sources have a lag is that how to preserve that energies. If I don't have a battery who can preserve that energies for a long term, so there is no sense to be taking that energies from the earth. As you know that environment is changing,
Hmm.
so there are a lot of weather changings happening, so it will be effect on the solar and the wind parts also in the future. So what about the thing? So we have to work for a energies which can be reproduced itself without harming the environment. That's why I'm saying that he is doing the experiment on the mercury part, which is giving that energies. We can do. He is in the like in the experiment stage. And one more thing I have, if you heard about Nikola Tesla, he has been working on one of the initiative that how to reproduce the tidal energies more and more, like energies can reproduce itself. Okay, so that amount of experiment need to be taken care by different people throughout the world, so that at least after 10 to 20 years we should have an like a asset that we have after petroleum or something else will be finished, then we have an asset to do that.
Right. Uh, so, on a parting note, I would like to ask that regarding Nikola Tesla, they have revived his laboratory in New York, that I heard, and his invention of wireless technology. Already, we are using wireless technology. So, how is that going to change? Maybe they could use that for electric vehicles or something like that. I don't know. I mean, you could throw a light on us this topic before going.
So, as you know that there are two people, two types of human beings in the world. One human being who work hard a lot, but due to some factors, he is not able to replicate to publics. Okay, and one people who only like address all the things, and due to fortunate things, they can avail the things. I'm saying in the spheres of innovations. Okay,
Yeah.
like there are a lot of people, lot of good brains since the ancient time. They were work a lot and like produce a lot of things, but due to some of influences of policies or some intervention, their product are not coming to us, so that we are surviving for that. That is the issue. If Nicholas Tesla's product was being appreciated or being patented by
Right.
people so appreciated, then maybe we don't have to be suffering for that end. So he works especially on that models which I'm saying drone charging models. So he when he was working with Thomas Edison's,
Right.
so he was yeah, assistant of Thomas Edison. So he's very passionate in technologies. He like to learn a lot of things. So he devised. See, he always think like outspheres. Why not? Why to create these things? Why not to create altered things? So scientists have a lag thing that what means the person who create innovations or design, they like see a very minute space how we can create a design. So he was thinking that why not in the future, if people have scarcity of electricity, that people have like money or like infrastructure problem or any issue, and war was the major component at that time.
Hmm.
So he devised a solution that through wireless, if you are connected, so if you are like through wires, if you are sending data, or through telecoms, if you are sending things, then how we can optimize these electrons and protons to some wireless composition, so that a receiver can compile that, and through generators it can create industry. Like it's a transmissions. Okay, you can say a transmissions. I'm just giving you one sort of example, that windmills. I mean, windmills like a transmissions. So here wind is like a electric, we can say with neutrons or protons, which device which transmitted from environment to the windmill, and windmill rotates and it create energy. So he created that model is that if from like 1 kilometers or 2 kilometers surrounding, if I have a device or I have a generator, if I have a transponding machines which convert electricity and transmit it to these things to second vibration machines, and that second vibration machines can create energy. which receive their transporting things, it create some of the chemicals and the electrical components, and it again generates the AC or DC machines and create electricity. So he was very success on that model, but we do, because history people told us that this incident happened, but we don't know. But it is very exponent on that. So these wireless technologies can be useful for the multiple infrastructures. I also already insist that why we are not using drones for the infrastructures, why we are not using drones for public health. So here people's nowadays nobody heard about that ATM is coming to your home, to you have to receive money for movable ATMs. Okay, so why, if you have movable ATMs, so why not movable like hospitals, why not movable charging stations, why not movable electricities? If I need a power, then I have to pay for something else, and that I get the services from that component. So in the future, the person, we have the technology always with us. We don't, because everything is already stored in the universe. That is the knowledge, and how opponently we create and precise these things and create the technologies. That is the other thing. So that model is people are nowadays, because most of, maybe in the back end most of scientists are working, and people are thought that why to build infrastructure to infrastructure by acquiring lands, and because we don't have much lands to, like for the forest and all, so why not to use the sky space to movable things from one to other place, for the charging stations, for the maybe in the future for the electricity, maybe for the future for the like a inverter or something else. If any city or any complex need a power for like 24 hour or 48 hours, if I supplies that power to any movable things, then that will be make a very good things for the future.
Uh, Now, listening to all this, I have a lot of questions regarding the drone technology,
Yeah,
but I think we can do it in a next session.
no issue, no issue.
Yeah, and thank you, Professor, so much for
Thank you so much.
yeah, thank you so much for being on the show and clearing all our doubts regarding Tesla and the new technology that is going to take the future of India by storm, or maybe the world by storm. And wish you a very good weekend. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Vivek.
much. Same to,
Thank
same
you.
to.